What the fuck?
I'm stressed out in a night raid in Stella.
He started the game talking about I'm back. Alright, game.
Bro, cause you took forever, bro. Nah, cause when I got back, cause when I got back, the game was started. You were in the game, and I was like, all right, bro. And so then I left the
Step
game.
away, yeah. Yeah, cause I joined back and I'm like, this nigga's not even available. He's not even here right now.
Nah, I was there. You literally just didn't wait 2 minutes.
Was you in party chat or game chat?
Party, of course. Cause I couldn't.
I joined the party back. I didn't hear nobody, so I was like, oh, he's not here.
By the time I joined the game, well, I was muted, but I was about to be in your lobby.
After seeing what I've had to deal with in the past couple of weeks, we're gonna go with Brown and Powder. I can't take it anymore. I've seen enough. We're done on basically done with the team. We're playing Troy at home. Playing Troy at home.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Troy's offense will get the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take him.
Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a...
Hold on, bro. Knee down.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Hey, I was gonna say,
might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call.
75, 23.
The give to the back.
He's not going nowhere.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Second and 5 at 22.
All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
To throw, it's Crowder. Finds his man, it's Taylor. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. A lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
So the Georgia State Panthers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes. And guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team. And they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Really good coverage by this defense. It's hard to play that slant route. These big bodies, wide receivers that are coming in, it's a timing throw with the quarterback, but nice job getting his hands on the receiver, making it hard for him to catch it and batting the football down.
Second 10 here.
Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside.
Touchdown, Georgia State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Connor. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Goes to the option. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Troy has the ball, looking to try and obviously up here.
To the ground, he's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Running back aim does not get
Tried
first
to
down
go
yardage.
smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The kick is on its way.
Another good punt here.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's first.
Game of 9, but did not
To
get
that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
2nd line at 40 here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Connor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play.
Trying to put some points on the board here.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt.
Another great punt here. Walker going to take this, trying to get some yards.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This quarterback has been locked in. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up.
Receivers opted wide open down the field to the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Panther! He found some open
And
space
Georgia
and
State
turned
goes
on
up
the jets.
21-0 before
They
half.
have been road warriors here in this game, coming into
What
a tough
is
environment, but in
doing?
all three phases, they have been absolutely
Troy
dominant. Their defense is
absolutely
not
has
allowed
no
a point,
answer.
and the
Troy
offense
just
is
Georgia
going
State
up
offense.
and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They're trying to only
He
do
was
it to the
looking for
18.
some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got the back over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Higgins. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here.
81-27.
To the ground to try to pick up the
Hands the ball
first.
off. And
All
he went
down, but he has
off
enough to
it.
move
And
the
that's
chains.
another
The Trojans want to move quickly. Back to throw. It's Crowder. Quickly out to the
tackle
tight end.
inbound. And
The offense uses a
their
timeout to
last
stop
timeout.
the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Second
And the
three.
Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
28 seconds left for halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that
Fourth
pass will be
incomplete.
jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today.
Walker back to Steve. The punt is off.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
First and 10 out of 36.
First play of the drive, wants to throw.
And throw it to
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
coming up here.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. The hand to the running back. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory.
Back to Steve for the second half. Walker going to take this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
On the run there.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 here.
Brown will throw it. With the catch, it's Robinson. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
First and 10
And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
He crosses over the 50-yard
Big pickup
line.
on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. After the incompletion, they go back up top.
Going deep to
Going
the
back to the well,
and
another deep ball. Touchdown, Panthers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Got room at the 35. Breaks free. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Brown wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
Looking for Hurst once again. And Hurst beating the 100 points again. And another touchdown.
And he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, but defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
He
gets a block. Oh, what vision. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it.
Where's he at the 42?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Catch in the middle, it's Connor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3.
It's up and it will
It's
be
good. Easy call for the ref.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Brown will throw it.
And this time, going to throw Robinson side, and Robinson defeats it.
There he goes.
Gonna beat his defender.
The defense, and he'll take it all the way.
And take it all the way to his end-zone play touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway.
And Troy about to receive.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make long.
Yeah, quarterback holding the ball too long, really fast
14-yard line.
in the backfield.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Coming up.
Tight end now in motion.
Motion's the tight end.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Tate. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
If their life depends on it,
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I will say, I've never seen a Maryland.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys have got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Down marker.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some...
He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
2nd and 10 here. 3 seconds left on team warning.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10.
Georgia State up 42-10.
From the gun, wants to pass.
And
Under
the
pressure,
quarterback will
and
be
down he
out.
goes at the
Field
33.
goal unit will come out.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
Kick is up, and the kick will be
He
good.
boomed it through a
It
50-yard
is
field goal,
42,
showing off that
42.
powerful leg. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, that kid
Walker
just
back
showed
to
off
Hughes,
his
gonna throw a
hammer
pass this
for a
one,
leg,
and then it's over.
50 plus, and he did it with ease.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns
Georgia
to the
State will
field.
just come out here.
And one thing we know about
Run
this
the ball
junior
and
signal
shoot
caller, he
block.
is capable of putting on an aerial show. And the QB has more than had his way just lighting up the secondary and the
2 on the
scoreboard,
play.
Jesse.
Yeah, and Grease, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Makes him talk to the hand.
Robinson breaking tackle here, and
They
that is
finally
the
get
game
him
stage.
stopped, and this
Georgia
veteran
State
junior running
winning
back comes up with a nice play.
42-13.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got room to work. Powers through the defender. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books.
Led by a quarterback who's known like a finally come on, tearing down the junior field runner quarterback. 60% completion rate, 5 touchdowns on 392 yards. Amos leading the running back room, 74 yards, average 16 yards a day. And since he would rush the touchdown block, averaging 926 yards a day. Well, Hurst and Robinson had a day today. Hurst, 148 receiving yards, finishing with 2 receiving touchdowns. Robinson, 154 receiving yards, 3 and finishing with 2 receiving touchdowns as well. Amos also getting 11 more receptions out of the backfield. Wild getting 42 yards on the day. Waddle and McBride each coming finishing with 18 and 19 receiving yards. Defense balled out today. Hopkins leading the defensive tackle loss, finishing with 2 tackle losses. Rhodes, Nelson, Bryant, Lewis second, Lee, Scott, and Wilson each leading tackle losses. Rhodes, Nelson, Bryant, and Lewis second each leading tackle of the day. Wilson coming up with a 3 tackle rushing of the day. 04 fumbles, blocks, Georgia State now 10-1, looking to go to the Sun Belt Championship if they close out their next 2 games. 2 in to find out if they can do that against Old Dominion next week. Single season receiving touchdown record.